Hey there fellow Pokemon fans, today we've got a super fun video where I'll be using N's team from the anime. I mean, I suppose it won't really be his team from the anime, because even though he was predominantly a big part of like the latter part of the anime, he didn't really use a team of 6, so we're just going to use some of his classics like Reshiram, Zoroark, and the rest are just Pokemon that he was stated to own in the games or something, so I thought that'll have to do, right? And I thought it'd be fun to see how they fare against the players of Scarlet and Violet. And while we're on the subject, I've got a whole playlist of anime characters up until Generation 5. So if you want to see something like Ash Ketchum's Kanto team, or Misty's team, Brock's team, or even Gary's team, right? I'll leave a link in the top hand corner right about there, just in case you fancy checking out those previous characters' videos. Oh, and quick question of the day. What's your favourite Pokemon from N's team? Let me know down below in the comments, and if you enjoy the video and want to join me on my journey to reach 1,000 subscribers, be sure to smash that like and subscribe button for more exciting battles. And with all of that said, let's jump straight into the games.
No time to question my moves. I stick to the path that
Okay, so my opponent's got a Spidops, a Mimikyu, Snorlax, Azumarill, Rillaboom, and the Mousehold. What an interesting looking team, I like it. So I'm leading off with Galvantula, and let's do this. Okay, so who are you leading off with? Is it the Spidops? It is the Spidops. Okay, so I guess we're going to trade Sticky Webs, which is fine with me, which they both basically cancel each other out at that point, right? So let's go for that Sticky Web immediately. So Galvantula goes for that Sticky Web. There it is. Is the Spidops going to go for the Sticky Web? Let's find out. It's going for the Sticky Web as well. So, okay, it's basically like no one has Sticky Webs at that point. So, okay, let's go for that Thunder, and let's go off some big damage. Alright, so, Silk Trap. So that's a defensive, like, protect move, right? So, okay, fair enough. So we go for the Thunder. We don't, okay, so I wonder if they will switch now. So let's have a check. Do you know what? Nothing really wants to come in, so I am just going to go for that Thunder. Let's do it, Galvantula. Alright, so Galvantula goes for that Thunder. Let's see the damage, and ooh, lovely jubbly. Great job, buddy. So, is that red card? Okay, so red card sends my Galvantula out. We still have our Focus Sash, which is really great to see. So, let's see who comes in. So, who's coming in? It is my Conkeldurr. Okay, so alright, I mean, is it my Conkeldurr or is it my Zoroark? I have no idea. So, it's my Zoroark, of course it is. So, and they went for a circle throw on my, but Zoroark dodges it. Amazing. Okay, so now on this, what do I want to do, eh? So, I am going to go for that Sludge Bomb. Let's do it. So, they go for a Silk Trap. So, okay, fair enough. So, I guess they're scouting to see if it's Zoroark. So, I think I'm pretty safe to just go for the Sludge Bomb though, right? So, I don't think anything wants to come in on this Sludge Bomb. So, okay, Zoroark, let's go for another Sludge Bomb, and let's do this, buddy. Okay, so, Zoroark goes for that Sludge Bomb, and we knock out these Spidops. Amazing. Okay, so, we are one Pokemon ahead. We haven't taken any damage yet on any Pokemon, which is fantastic. So, let's see who comes in next. Okay, so, who's coming out now? It is the Azumarill. Okay, so, they get caught in a Sticky Web. So I'm wondering, could I go for the Terra Poison Sludge Bomb here? Do you know what? I'm going to go for that Terra Poison Sludge Bomb. We are Choice Spec, so okay, here we go. Time to terrestrialize our Zoroark. So I wonder if there's any part of them that's thinking that Conkeldurr is Sludge Bombing them, right? So I doubt it, but it's funny. So I'm not too sure why they went into Azumarill knowing that Sludge Bomb is super effective, but we're about to find out. So, okay, so Zoroark goes for that Choice Specs, Terra Poison Sludge Bomb. This should knock it out. Get him, Zoroark, and we one-shot the Azumarill. Amazing job, Zoroark. That's what I'm talking about. So, yeah, another Pokemon is down. We haven't taken a single bit of damage yet, so let's see who comes in next. Alright, so Rillaboom's coming in. Okay, I'm not too sure why they're doing that, but we can just Terra Poison, Choice Specs, Sludge Bomb this as well. So their speed drops. What's his face? So, yeah, okay, Grassy Surge is up. That makes no difference to us. Let's go for that Sludge Bomb immediately, and let's knock him out. So, okay, Zoroark goes for that Terra Poison, Choice Specs boosted Sludge Bomb. This will definitely knock out the Rillaboom, and down it goes. Amazing job, Zoroark. So, Zoroark getting a few KOs here already, so fantastic. 3 Pokemon down. We haven't taken a single bit of damage yet. Things are looking good. Let's see who comes in next. Okay, so who is the 4th Pokemon? It is going to be the Mimikyu. Okay. So I think I'm pretty safe to just go to keep going for those Sludge Bombs, right? Because their Play Roughs or their Drain Punches won't do much to us. So let's do that. Okay, so they go for the Shadow Sneak. Fair enough. So how much does that do? Okay. We can take one more, to be fair. So the illusion is broken. It was our Zoroark. we will also get some grassy terrain recovery, right? And, oh, they're life orb. So we go for that sludge bomb. If we're lucky, we can also get a poison. Let's find out. So we go for that sludge bomb. It's going to break that disguise. And, okay, moment of truth. Do they get poisoned? Let's find out. They do not. Okay, so we get some grassy terrain recovery. Lovely jubbly. And now I need to wonder, is it in my best interest to switch? No, I'm going to go for that sludge bomb to do some damage. Let's do it, Zoroark. Alright, so Zoroark goes for that Choice Specs, Terra Poison, Sludge Bomb. Let's do some big damage, and oh, it lives on 1. Jeez Louise. Okay, they go for the Shadow Claw. Hold on, Zoroark. Oh, okay, so fair enough. Zoroark essentially KO'd 4 of their Pokemon. So that is amazing, Zoroark. You've been amazing. So take a good long rest. You leave the rest to us, eh? So, okay, and the Life Orb takes them out. So, yeah, Zoroark essentially took out 4 out of 6 of their Pokemon. Amazing job, Zoroark. That's fantastic. Yeah, okay, so now, I forgot, okay, so they got the Snorlax. They got the Snorlax in the back, right? So I've got to be careful of that. So, what do I want to do, eh? I'm going to go into my Conkeldurr. Okay, so now the true Conkeldurr's coming out. So, coming in, Conkeldurr, buddy. So, yeah, what are they going to go into? Ronflex, which is the, Snorlax. Okay. So, now I can go for the, bulk up, right? And they might be going for curses, I don't know, but we've got the advantage, right? So that's the main thing, and we've got Drain Punch recovery. So Mousehold is their final Pokemon, so I will go for that bulk up immediately. So Conkeldurr goes for that bulk up. We're now +1 attack and defense. Now, what is the Snorlax going for, eh? So, okay, is it a Body Slam or a curse? No, it's a Yawn. Okay. Excuse me, got a frog in my throat. Okay, so now I need to decide what to do, eh? So, okay, I am going to go for that bulk up immediately. So, okay, Conkeldurr goes for that bulk up. We're now +2 in attack and defense. And, okay, so we will now fall asleep, unfortunately. And they might go into Mousehold. So they're going for the stockpile. Oh my god, okay, so stockpile body press maybe. But, do you know what? They've used up their terrestrialization, haven't they? So, I don't see how they can turn this around. We're +2 right now. And, yeah, their body presses won't out-damage us. So, not too sure. So, let me just double check, and no, they didn't use the terrestrialization, did they? So I'm going to go for a bulk up again. So Conkeldurr is fast asleep. We burn the first turn of sleep. There it is. So I'm guessing they're going for the second stockpile. Fair enough. So yeah, I love stockpile, right? I've used up my Quagsire, my Clodsire sets. I love it. I've even thought about using a stockpile Snorlax set in the future as well. So anyways, in the meantime, I'm going to go for that bulk up. And can we wake up? So nope. Okay, Conkeldurr is asleep for the second turn of sleep. Fair enough. So, yeah, they go for their third stockpile. Now they're +3 in defense and special defense. Fair enough. So, yeah, the only move they can go for is potentially the body press, right? So, let's go for our +3 bulk up, and let's do this. Alright, so, and the battle was cancelled. Amazing. Okay, nice. Good game to my opponent, and fantastic job to all my Pokemon. Okay, so my opponent's got a Sableye, a Dragapult, a Blissey, Gardevoir, a Alolan Muck, and the Corviknight. That is a tough-looking team. I'm going to lead off with Galvantula, and let's do this. Okay, so, who are you leading off with? So, Muck is coming out. Okie dokie. So that basically allows me to get up my sticky webs, right? So, fair enough. So, hopefully they're not toxic spikes, but I guess we're about to find out. And let's go for that sticky web immediately. So, okay, Galvantula goes for that sticky web. Now the webs are up. Lovely jubbly. So, what is the Muck going for? A knockoff or something? Okay, so it's the knockoff. Fair enough. So, Galvantula survives it. Do we get the poison touch? We do not. So, nice. Okay, so maybe it's in my best interest to preserve Galvantula, but who would I go into, eh? So, they might even go for a Shadow Sneak here, to be fair. What do I want to do, eh? So, if they go for a Shadow Sneak, who would I want to switch into? I guess I could go into my Scrafty. Do you know what? I'm going to switch into my Scrafty. I'm going to preserve Galvantula because I feel like a Shadow Sneak is coming. So, okay. Galvantula, great job for getting up the webs, and Scrafty, come on in, buddy. So, what are they going for, eh? Shadow Sneak, so, no, knockoff again, fair enough. So, Scrafty takes that like a boss. We lose our Citrus Berry, unfortunately, but it's a-okay. So, now we're going for that Dragon Dance. Let's do it, buddy. Alright, so, they're going to withdraw the Muck, so, maybe they're going to go into Corviknight. Let's find that. So, it is the Corviknight, okie dokie. So, I don't see why I don't just start attacking this, right? So, are they heavy-duty boots? They are heavy-duty boots. Okay, so now Scrafty's +1 attack and defense. I'm going to go for that close combat. If they are going to go for a defog, they'll, I'm pretty sure we can two-shot it, right? So let's go for that close combat immediately. So, okay, Scrafty goes for that +1 close combat. Let's see the damage. Okay, over 50%. Lovely jubbly. We do get the -1 in the defenses, but that was definitely worth it. So, okay, and they are Rocky Helmet. Fair enough. So, oh, they're going for the Iron Defense. Oh, my God. Okay, so Jeez Louise. So what do I want to do against this, eh? So, do you know what? I'm going to go, what do I want to do, eh? So, I am going to go... I'm going to switch into my Reshiram. Okay, let's do that. So, come on back, Scrafty. You've been amazing. I'm going to save you for later on. I'm going to go straight into my Reshiram, and I'm going to force them to terrestrialize, right? So, come on in, Reshiram, buddy. I'm going to need your assistance. And, yeah, okay. Turbo Blaze. Okay, so, they're going for a roost. Yep. So, now I'm going to go for a Fire-type move. And if they want to terrestrialize, that's fine with me, right? So, they might even go to Blissey, to be fair. But, regardless, I'm going to go for that Fusion Flare. Let's do it, Reshiram. Okay, so they're going to withdraw, so maybe they're going into Blissey. Let's find out. So who's going to come out, eh? So, oh, it's Gardevoir. So, okay, the Choice Specs Fusion Flare, stab damage. This should pretty much knock out the Gardevoir, right? So, Reshiram, time to obliterate this Gardevoir with the, okay, so they got the Turbo Blaze ability as well, fair enough. So, Reshiram, let's go for that Fusion Flare and let's destroy this Gardevoir. Get him. Okay, so let's see the damage. This should one-shot it, right? So, let's see that damage and, okay, fair enough. They are caught on the sticky web, so let's go for another Fusion Flare. Alright, so Reshiram goes for that Fusion Flare, and this is going to knock out the Gardevoir. Great job, Reshiram. Down goes the Gardevoir. Okay, so one Pokemon is down. Now let's see who comes in next. Alright, so Blissey's coming out. Fair enough. So, what do we think this Blissey's going to do, eh? So, they get caught in the sticky web. Okie dokie. So, not that it makes much of a difference, because they are a slow Pokemon. I could go into my Scrafty, to be fair. If I go Scrafty, I guess that is a good play. Okay, I'm going to go into my Scrafty. Let's do that. So, come on back, Reshiram. You've been great. We'll go into Scrafty. They might Seismic Toss. They might go for a Toxic. I think Blissey still gets Toxic. But anyways, let's find out. So, Scrafty, come on in. So, oh, Light Screen. So, they will definitely switch now, right? So, I'm going to go for a Dragon Dance. Let's do it. Okay, so they are definitely withdrawing the Blissey. I knew it. So, okay, maybe back into Corviknight. Let's find out. So, oh, back into Sableye. So, okay, we are a Dark type, so they can't Prankster us. So, maybe it's in my best interest to just knock this off. So, okay, we get a nice little +1 their attack and our speed. So, I'm curious as if to whether or not they've forgotten about Prankster, right? So, let's go for that knockoff immediately. Okay, so... oh, they go for the Encore. They did forget about Prankster, so it doesn't affect us because we are a Dark type. Scrafty, go for that +1 knockoff and let's see the damage. Okay, fantastic job, Scrafty. So, I am going to go for another Dragon Dance. Let's do it. Okay, so they go for the Reflect. Oh, boy. Okay, so that's not good. I think I'm going to have to carry on going for the Dragon Dances then to be able to get through the Reflect turn so I can do enough damage. Geez, that Reflect was a... that's annoying. Okay, so I want... maybe they're Light Clay. Anyways, let's go for a Dragon Dance and let's go from there. Okay, so... and the battle was cancelled. Amazing. Okay, so fair enough. Good game to my opponent and great job to all my Pokemon. Okay, so my opponent's got a Pelipper, an Archaludon, a Quackable, a Glamora, Serperior, and the Clodsire. That's a pretty scary looking team, not gonna lie. I'm gonna lead off with Galvantula, and let's do this. Okay, so, who are you leading off with, eh? So, Brown Bread, is that... excuse me, got a frog in my throat. Okay, so, Galvantula comes on in, and yeah, okay, so, what do I want to do against this, eh? So, I could go into my Reshiram. I'm going to go into my Reshiram. They're probably going to set up the Stealth Rocks. It is what it is, so calm back, Galvantula. I'm going to go into my Reshiram and I'm going to Choice Specs Earth Power. So, okay, let's do this, Reshiram. Okay, so what they're going for, Stealth Rocks or Toxic, let's find out. It is the Stealth Rocks, okie dokie. So they might stay in to try and Toxic me, right? So I am going to take that opportunity to be able to go for an Earth Power. So let's go for that Earth Power, Reshiram. Alright, so the Reshiram goes for that Choice Specs Earth Power, and we do some nice damage to the Clodsire. So they do go for the Toxic, fair enough. So I could force them to switch out. I think I'm going to go for that Earth Power to force them to switch out. They might go into Pelipper, but I think it'll be worth it because I want this Clodsire to go down, right? So, okay, it's unfortunate the Stealth Rocks are up and that we are Toxic, but Reshiram, we can do this. So, yeah, I'm going to go for that Earth Power. They don't know I'm Choice Specs just yet, so let's find out. Okay, so they are withdrawing, maybe into the Pelipper. They might think it's too obvious though. So no, they do not. They straight up go into the Pelipper. Fair enough. So okay, I will be forced to switch my Reshiram out. But yeah, anyways, great job for dealing major damage to the Clodsire, right? So okay, what do I want to do on this? They're probably going to go for a U-turn, maybe, or they might go for a Hurricane. I don't know, but I think it's going to be in my best interest to go I'm going to go into my Galvantula. It's in my best interest. If they go U-turn to Clodsire, that will suck, but there's nothing else I can do. So, calm back, Reshiram. Let's go straight into Galvantula. Here we go. So, okay. What are you going to do, eh? So, U-turn, let's find out. So, he takes some Stealth Rocks damage. They straight up go for the Hurricane. So, Galvantula, can you hold on? Okay, nope, that knocks out my Galvantula. Fair enough. So, thanks for taking the hit, Galvantula. Take a good long rest. And, yeah, okay. So, now, on this, what do I want to do? I want to, I could go Zoroark and, Dark Pulse it, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to go into my Zoroark. Okay, so, coming in, oh, so, it appears as if I went into my Reshiram, so, but now, I guess the disguise is obvious, so, fair enough. So, is that how it worked out? So, oh, okay, fair enough. So, I am going to go for that, I'm going to go for that Dark Pulse. Let's go for that Dark Pulse Zoroark. Choice Specs boosted. So, okay, we go for that Dark Pulse. The Pelipper takes, oh, we one-shot the Pelipper. Amazing. So, now the Pelipper's down. The rain will be limited. So, okay, let's see who comes in next. Great job, Zoroark. So, yeah, let's see. Okay, so they're going to send in the Archaladon. So, fair enough. So, maybe they're going to go for an Electro Shot. I think I'm pretty okay to just go for an attack, right? I'm going to go for that Dark Pulse, and let's do this. So, okay, Zoroark goes for that Choice Specs Dark Pulse. We do almost 50%. They get a defense boost from Stamina, which is kind of scary. And they go for the Electro Shot. So, okay, Zoroark, hold on, buddy. If you can hold, I know you can hold on, so let's do this. So, alright, so they get the +1. It's going to be immediate in the rain. So, here it comes. Zoroark, hold on, buddy. They must, okay, Zoroark, oh no, it knocks out my Zoroark. So, fair enough. So, okay, Zoroark, you've been amazing, buddy. Take a good long rest, and yeah, okay, so leave the rest to us, and I will now go into my Reshiram, and I think I'm pretty safe to just go for a Draco Meteor. So, yeah, let's go straight back into, well, I'm going to go into my Reshiram. Okay, so come on in, Reshiram, buddy. I need your assistance. I'm going to go for that Draco Meteor. They will either stay in and get knocked out, I believe, or whatever comes in will be hit, right? So, let me just double check who they got in the back again. So, yeah, I am 100% going to go for that, oh, sorry, Dragon Pulse. Do I want to go for Earth Power is the question. Do you know what? I'm going to go for the Earth Power. Let's do it, Reshiram. So, okay, Reshiram goes for that Choice Specs Earth Power, and we knock out the Archaladon. Great job, Reshiram, buddy. Down goes the Archaladon, and let's see who comes in next, eh? So, okay, great job, buddy. So, we take some more poison damage, but yeah, we're in a good position. So, let's see who comes in next. Okay, so, Dancing Queen's coming out. Is that the Quackable? It is the Quackable. Okay, so, I guess they're going to go for a close combat or something. So, I am going to go, I mean, I'm stuck to go in for that Earth Power. So let's go for that Earth Power. Here we go. So, okay, they are terrestrializing. Interesting. So, it depends on what they're terrestrializing into. Maybe fighting or water. Let's find out. It's going to be the Terra Water. Okay. Well, this Earth Power will do a huge chunk of damage. I'm pretty sure Reshiram is naturally faster regardless, but let's find out. So, Reshiram goes for that Earth Power. Lovely jubbly. Let's see the damage. We almost knock it out. Great job, Reshiram. And they go for the Aqua Step. Oh, okay. So, this might knock out Reshiram, to be fair. So, does it knock out Reshiram? It does knock out Reshiram. Okay, fair enough. Well, they do get a speed boost, but I can go into my Krookodile because we are Choice Scarfed on Krookodile. And, oh, that's my dog barking. Okie dokie. So, alright, they get a Moxie boost, and they've got a, okay. I am going to go into my Krookodile, and I'm going to go for that Earthquake. They are probably going to think that we are slower, but Krookodile is naturally faster than Quackable, right? So we are definitely faster. So we're pretty safe to just go for those Earthquakes, 100%. So, or actually, do I want to go for a knockoff? I'm going to go for that knockoff. Let's do it, Krookodile. So Krookodile goes for that knockoff. We take out the Quackable. Fantastic. We're now going to be +1 in attack thanks to our Moxie ability. And I literally went knockoff because I was worried about the Superior, right? Because it could go hard into the rest of our team. So great job, Krookodile. There's the Moxie +1 in attack. And let's see who comes in next. Okay, so why is coming out, which is the... Okay, so it's the Glamora. Fair enough. So they might have Energy Ball is what I'm thinking, right? So, do I go for the knockoff? I'm going to go for that knockoff and let's find out. Alright, so Krookodile goes for that +1 knockoff and okay, we almost knock it out. Fantastic. So, a layer of Toxic Spikes does appear, unfortunately. So, what was their item? It was the red card. Okay, fair enough. So, it's just Earth Power. Fair enough, fair enough. Krookodile tanks it like a boss. No special defense drops, please. Okay, and the rain has stopped. So, I can go for another knockoff and we can take this out. Okay, so Krookodile goes for that +1 knockoff and we take out the Glamora. Unfortunately, a second layer of Toxic Spikes does appear on our side of the field, but our Moxie ability is going to boost up our attack to +2. So, yeah, Krookodile's looking to be in a really good position. Amazing. So, there it is. And, yeah, I wonder who they'll go into next. Let's find out. Alright, so Serperior's coming in. So, decision time. Do I think a Crocodile can tank a Leaf Storm if he's Terra Fighting? Their final Pokemon is the Clodsire, which I don't have to worry about. Okay, so I'm going to go for that knockoff. Okay, so Crocodile goes for that +2 knockoff, and we one-shot the Serperior. Amazing job, Crocodile. That's what I'm talking about. Fantastic. Our Moxie will now bring up our ability to +3. And yeah, the Clodsire is very weak, right? So we can just knock it out even though they could be unaware. So, okay, here comes their final Pokemon, the Clodsire. Amazing. So, Crocodile, let's go for that knockoff and let's take him out, buddy. Okay, so Crocodile goes for that knockoff and we take out the Clodsire. Amazing job. Okay, so, amazing. Good game to my opponent. That was a fun and tough game. And yeah, great job to all my Pokemon. Boosh. Okay, so my opponent's got a Tinglu, a Gurdurr, a Salazzle, a, what's his face? I forgot the Generation 9 Pokemon's, the dog Pokemon's name. Anyways, the Gyarados and the Orthworm. I'm going to lead off with our Galvantula, and let's do this. Okay, so, who are you leading off with, eh? So, Gurdurr's coming out. Okie dokie. So, Mavostiff, that's the one. Okay, so I couldn't remember that dog Pokemon's name for a second. So, okay, we are free to set up our sticky webs. And we'll go from there. Let's do it, Galvantula. Okay, so Galvantula sets up the webs. Everything will be slower now. Fantastic. So what's the Gurdurr going for? A bulk up, maybe? So, oh, straight up knockoff. Fair enough. So Galvantula takes that really well. Great job, Galvantula, buddy. I will now go for a Thunder to get off some damage. Let's do it. So Galvantula goes for that Thunder. Let's see the damage. And, okay, can we get a Paralysis? And we do not. So, oh, they got the Defog on the thingy. Okay, fair enough. So, okay, I'm going to go for another Thunder now. Let's do that. So, let's go for a Thunder. Here we go. Alright, so Galvantula goes for that Thunder. Let's get off another round of damage. Over 50%. Lovely jubbly. And okay, they get paralyzed. Fantastic. So, can we get cheeky with the paralysis? Let's find out. So, nope, they go for a knockoff. Fair enough. So, Galvantula lives that. Lovely jubbly. And now I'm going to go for another sticky web. Let's do it. Okay, so, oh, they tried to go for a Muck Punch. Amazing. Okay, so, great job, Galvantula. Let's go for it. Okay, we got up the sticky web and they weren't able to stop us. So, that's great. Now I'm going to go for another Thunder, 100%. So, Galvantula, let's go for that Thunder. Here we go. Okay, so, Galvantula... Oh, we miss. Okay, so that's rather unfortunate. So, do they get off the Defog? So, they get off the Defog. So, now they are 100% going to be going for that Muck Punch, right? So, I need to make a decision. I don't think Galvantula can take the hit, to be honest. So, on that, I'm going to go into my... Do I just want to hard switch into Conkeldurr, maybe? Okay, so... I could just hard switch into my Conkeldurr, so I'm going to do that. So come on back, Galvantula. I'll save Galvantula for later to be able to set up the sticky web later on, right? Because the Muck Punch is definitely coming. So come on in, Conkeldurr, buddy. Let's do this. So, okay. Oh, they got paralyzed. They were trying to go for the Muck Punch. So I guess I could have gone for sticky webs, but how can I can't really predict that, can I? So I'm going to go straight up, go for that bulk up. Here we go. Alright, so they're going to withdraw the Gurdurr. Interesting. So, okay, we get the bulk up for 3. Lovely jubbly. So, Orthworm's coming in. Okay, so I could go for a Drain Punch here, or I could go for a knockoff. It's probably got the Citrus Berry item, which is kind of annoying, but I think it's in my best interest to go for that knockoff. So let's do it, Conkeldurr. So, okay. Oh, they are faster. Fair enough. So they get up the Stealth Rocks. That's rather unfortunate. So Galvantula can't come back in. But yeah, okay. So Conkeldurr goes for that knockoff. And we... Oh my god, okay, so they were Rocky Helmet as well, so that is annoying. So, okay, I'm going to now go for that, our Leftovers activates, lovely jubbly, getting us a bit of health back. So, do I think they're Shed Tail, right? So, okay, we didn't see an item yet, so I'm going to go for a, I'm going to go for that bulk up, let's do it. Alright, so, oh, they got the Iron Defense. Oh my god, okay, so this is scary. So, geez Louise. Okay, so I'm guessing a Body Press is coming back at some point. But, I think with the Drain Punch, we can be probably outgain them, right? So, I'm now going to go for that Drain Punch. They are probably going to go for another Iron Defense, getting to +4, which is going to be difficult to deal with. But, maybe I boost up with them. So, I'm going to carry on boosting up. Okay, so they go for the Body Press. Conkeldurr holds on like a boss. Great job, Conkeldurr. We go for that bulk up. We're now +3 in attack and defense. And now I'm going to go for those Drain Punches, right? Because we need to get the, we need to get our health back. So, we get some more leftovers. Lovely jubbly. And... I mean, I suppose I could go for another Drain Punch, to be fair. Sorry, another bulk up, to be honest. Or, no, I'm going for that Drain Punch. Let's do it. So, alright, they go for the Iron Defense. So, okay. So, now they're +4 whilst we're +3. So, okay, there is always that. Let's see how much we do with the Drain Punch. And, okay, we do a nice chunk of damage. And we're going to get some health back for that. So, time to see if they are Citrus Berry. So, are you okay? We gained a nice chunk of health, lovely jubbly. So we don't see the citrus berry, which is rather interesting. So I'm not too sure what item this has got. So anyway, we get some more leftovers. That's fantastic. Let's go for another bulk up. Here we go. Okay, so they go for the iron defense, and now they're +6, right? So we're now going to get to +4 with our bulk up, and I think I'm going to have to keep bulking up, right? So they are 2 stages ahead of us. So, okay. Now that we're +4 in attack and defense, if we can get over this Orthworm, we'll be in a really good position, right? So, with leftovers, we're almost back up to full. Great job, Oh, we are back up to full. Lovely jubbly. So, okay. Now I'm going to go for that bulk up. Here we go. Okay, so they go for the body press. Let's see the damage. And Conkeldurr takes that pretty well, to be honest. So, we get up another bulk up. There it is. So, now we are +5 in attack and defense. So, do I want to just straight up go for a Drain Punch is the question, eh? So, okay, we get some more leftovers back. Lovely jubbly. And I could straight up just go for a, I'm going to go for that Drain Punch. Let's do it, Conkeldurr. So, okay, they go for the body press. It brings us down to 83. Jeez, okay. So, Conkeldurr goes for that Drain Punch. And, okay, I can now just knock this out with a Muck Punch, right? So, we're going to get some health back, bringing us up to 113. Fantastic. We're also going to get some leftovers now, bringing us up to about 124, 125-ish. And then after the Muck Punch, we'll also gain another round of leftovers. So, okay. Let's go for that Muck Punch immediately. Okay, so Conkeldurr goes for the Muck Punch, and we knock out the Orthworm. And now our Conkeldurr is +5 in attack and defense. So whatever comes in is going to have to deal with that. Amazing. So there's the other round of leftovers, bringing us up to about 136-ish or something like that. So, okay. So, let's see who comes in next. Okay, so Salazzle's coming out. Okie dokie. Well, I can just knock this off, right? And at +5, we're definitely going to knock it out. So, let's go for that knockoff. Here we go. Alright, so they go for the Flamethrower. We are specially defensively tanky. Conkeldurr takes it like a boss. Let's go for that knockoff, and this is definitely going to take it out. So, amazing. Conkeldurr knocks out the Salazzle. Fantastic. So, yeah, we're all going to get some more leftovers as well to boot. And, yeah, okay, so there it is. So, let's see who comes in next, eh? Conkeldurr, you are doing it, my man. Fantastic. So, who do we think will come in next, eh? Okay, so Mabo-Stiff's coming out. So they're going to give us the opportunity to be able to Drain Punch this. How interesting. So they're a Dark type, so I'm not too sure why they've done that. But let's go for that Drain Punch and let's find out. So, oh, Psychic Fangs. We are +5 though, so Conkeldurr, let's retaliate with a Drain Punch and knock out the Mabo-Stiff. Amazing. So Conkeldurr is pretty much going to get a huge chunk of health back. So back to 109. And then after leftovers, it might even be back up to 120. So great. Another Pokemon goes down. Conkeldurr is doing it. Great job, buddy. And yeah, one of their Pokemon is the weakened Gurdurr, right? So I wonder how many other Pokemon are left. Let's find out. Okay, so Gurdurr's coming back out. So I can. Oh, okay. So I think I'll just Drain Punch this because, yeah, let's go for that Drain Punch. Let's do it. Okay, so Conkeldurr goes for that +5 Drain Punch and we knock out the Gurdurr. Amazing. Okay, so Conkeldurr gets even more health back up to 161. After the leftovers, it'll probably be like 172, 173 or something. So, yeah, I can't remember how many Pokemon they got left. Maybe 2 or 3. I think it's 2 Pokemon left. So, okay, maybe Conkeldurr can deal with those. So, let's find out. Okay, so Lin May's coming out, which is the Tinglu. We're +5, so okay. This Drain Punch will annihilate this Tinglu. Let's do it, Conkeldurr. Alright, so Conkeldurr goes for that +5 Drain Punch and it one-shots the Tinglu. Amazing job, Conkeldurr. We're going to get back up to all of our health back. Lovely jubbly. And now they got 1 Pokemon left. My god, Conkeldurr is just sweeping. That's fantastic. So, okay, there it is. And yeah, let's see who comes in. Who's their final Pokemon, eh? So, it's the Gyarados. Of course it is. So, I can just go for that +5 knockoff, right? So, they are Moxie. So, fair enough. Let's go for that knockoff. Here we go. Okay, so they go for the waterfall, fair enough. So, does it flinch us? Let's find out. So, okay, so they're Life Orb as well, fair enough. So, Conkeldurr goes for that +5 knockoff, and it one-shots the Gyarados as well. Amazing job. God, Conkeldurr put in so much work. Great job, buddy. And good game to my opponent. That was a great game, and fantastic job to all my Pokemon. What a smashing set of games, am I right? N's team is actually pretty fun to use, and I suppose it did help that we did have a legendary, but regardless, the rest of the team put in a lot of work, like Zoroark getting 4 KOs in a single game, Conkeldurr sweeping, and so on. Fantastic stuff. Oh, and if you enjoyed watching N's team in action, be sure to smash that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to let me know what's your favourite Pokemon from N's team down below in the comments. I always love seeing people's favourites, it's always cool. I think mine would probably have to be Zoroark, because it's, you know, it's kind of a classic, right? And with all that said, I think there should be a couple of videos popping up right about now that YouTube thinks you'll love, so why not give one of those a try after this? Thanks for tuning in, everyone, and have a fantastic day. Cheers.
No time to question my moves. I stick to the path that I